Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Justin Masson here with Nintendo Dads, and Nintendo had their final Nintendo Direct partnership for 2020 a couple moments ago. Surprise drop. Shouldn't say necessarily a surprise. I think a lot of us there were some early clues that this was happening, but some really big things came out of this, and most specifically, this. And a lot of people are kind of passing this by, but Control coming to the Nintendo Switch as a cloud, and you can see as it's driving past here, Control Ultimate Edition cloud version. We had known that Nintendo had been kind of dabbling in this idea of cloud gaming back in Japan when they had introduced, I believe it was, if memory serves, it was Assassin's Creed. Was in there, and as was a Resident Evil game, Biohazard, I believe. That had been talked about a lot in Japan, but now we're actually seeing it come to North America and to Europe, and I think maybe globally. So this is the cloud version. Now what this is this is a launcher where you can move into playing Control. So we're going to jump right into it. Now I'm going to be very honest with you. I've been on the Twitter today. I've been watching this. There seems to possibly be a queue for it, and then once you jump in, you get about 5 to 10 minutes to actually play the game, try it out, and then after that, what you essentially get is you'd have to purchase the pass from there. So we're going to jump in. I don't know what the queue is like. I don't know what my connection is like. We're going to try it out. So let's see what happens. I'm excited to see. It's just spinning right now. This is a fairly interesting strategy, and again, if I put on the Justin business hat here, is Nintendo getting into cloud gaming? That's interesting if they are. We're being redirected. Where are we going here? You can use the application to try out a game for free for a limited amount of time. This game uses cloud streaming technology, and a stable and permanent internet connection is required to play it. If your internet connection is unstable, service will disconnect. Please use demo to test the availability and quality of your service of your network environment. If you'd like to purchase an access pass after testing out the game, you can go to the Nintendo Shop eShop. Nintendo account is required to access the cloud service. Okay, we're going to hit OK. So interestingly enough, service has, okay, so we have a demo trial enhanced, or demo trial enhanced graphics, enhanced performance, enhanced graphics. What is the difference? Well, we'll go enhanced performance. Okay, so again, same idea here. So we're going to jump into it. Game will start soon. Please wait. Just as an FYI, here I am testing. I am in Western Canada. The provider I'm using is my home provider is TELUS. I am going 100% wireless. I am not hardwired at all. Typically, I run about 180. What is my ups and downs on this thing? Hold on a second. I'm going to check now. Now I'm curious. I should know these things. I really should. TELUS Wi-Fi. Goes to my network. Yeah, boosters, devices, overall. They used to have like a check your speed on this thing. Pressing A. So I'm jumping right into it, it looks like here. I'm using my headphones, just as an FYI. So a little bit of a delay in the sound. Starting a new game. Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of going all over the place. My brain is all over the place here. Is Nintendo moving into taking some of, like,
this
Luna?
This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped.
And Stadia's positioning.
You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it, and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie.
Shawshank.
The room's a cell.
Shawshank Redemption.
And the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful.
Interesting.
Or terrible. But we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello? Anyone here?
Okay, all right. Oh, is there a Y button? Okay. Correspondence, okay. Oh. Okay. Controls really well. I don't have any... I see what I did there? That was actually not deliberate. Internal lockdown in effect. This had been a game last year that had got, and of course, you know, despite not having other consoles, I keep up with my video game news. I believe to be like being a little bit of a student of the game, and I know that Control.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago.
Got huge raves. I believe it was Game of the Year in some places. IGN, I know, like the trailer for it, as it was revealed for the Switch. Open collectibles, okay. Assets, material, missions. You don't have any. Okay. Collectibles, research and records. Okay. You can zoom in. Okay, that's cool. Okay, case files, correspondence. Certain objects are not allowed inside. Okay, unauthorized weapons. Okay. Anything smart? Number 2, pencils. Smart gaming devices, smartphones, smartwatches, laptops. All objects considered iconic representations. Rubber bands, ketchup packets. Okay, very cool. Oh, sorry, hold on a second. Let's go to the multimedia. Don't have any. Okay. Okay. Is there anything in these they can examine? So yeah, I know that Control did really well last year and was on a lot of people's radar.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain
Plus O
sight.
to open up the Switch, the eShop. No, I'm gonna keep playing and see how far I can go. I think they said you had like a 5 to 10 minute demo. Is it gonna kick me out, I wonder? How long is that gonna sit there? Security option, okay. Oh, there's my jump. I feel like I want to get in this room.
Hello?
Oh,
Hey, excuse me.
Hey, There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are no helmet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it.
Okay. Okay, untrack. Track. Okay.
No face.
Oh, there's an elevator there. Nope, this is the bathroom. Oopsies. Did you not say take a left? Oh, maybe I took the wrong way? Anything in here? Sorry. What? Do I have... Oh, collectibles? What do we got going on here now? Correspondence, security order. Okay. A shark in his... Although, shoot to kill, good luck. Oh, well, that's great. Missions. Okay. Just arrives at the old house headquarters. To look for answers of mystery. Okay. Proceed deep. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. I guess maybe I needed to turn on the track button somehow. Oh, is that the elevator? Hold on a second. That elevator wasn't here before. Wait, am I? Okay. And probably people who are playing Control are like, I know, right? You're an idiot. That's how this thing works. But that just messed with my head a little bit there.
I was 11 years old the first time I saw it behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Starring Courtney Hope. So there's our opening sequence. So again, I know of Control, heard a ton of things. It was a game that I had watched from afar, heard a lot of like game casts about, podcasts, talking about how awesome it was. And it was just one of those things of like, sure, look, well, it's not coming to the Nintendo Switch, but that sounds awesome. And maybe if I ever got another console, I'd, get it on Game Pass or something. The fact it's coming to the Nintendo Switch now, really super cool. I'm again experiencing this Wi-Fi, TELUS internet. I do have high speed. I don't have any data caps. Let's be honest. It's Canada, so we are pretty good for this kind of stuff. My router is one floor above me and a little bit to the left, so I'm relatively in distance. I'm a work from home employee. I require high-end internet anyways for all the work that I do. But I'm not seeing any lag or challenges. Obviously, sure, look, if I go to a hotel, right, and get on their Wi-Fi, then maybe not as lucky.
You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years.
Pistachios.
This bureau took him.
Now, as I recall, this is also part of, I think, the Alan Wake franchise, or they're connected in some way. The trial is ended. To continue playing, you purchase the access. Well, let's go over to the Nintendo Switch eShop, and let's take a look at it. Shall we? Let's take a look. So, here's my quick observations of it. No, I didn't really have any lag or stutter. I wasn't dropped out. My internet connection was steady. The graphics seemed really good from my perspective. So, okay, let's take a look at this. So, it's 55 Canadian dollars. So, I think in the US, I think it's around 40. Limited to one purchase. I'm not 100% sure why you'd purchase it more than once, but all right. Pass access. This allows you to access Control Unlimited Edition. Okay, so what more is like in Unlimited Edition? Cloud version is required to use these items. Discounts may apply for paid content. Proceed to final cost. Special offers may be offered again in the future. Okay, yeah. So, okay, of course, they're like, hey, you might be able to get it for $20, but they're like, basically, hey, sure, look, it is what it is. Playing streaming. This game can only be played by the Nintendo account that was used to make the purchase. Okay. Persistent high-speed internet connections and a Nintendo account is required to play. You must download the free launcher application, test the game for at least 5 minutes before being able to purchase it. Okay. This service is offered via pass, as defined in the purchases and subscription terms. Access pass uses cloud technology, require persistent yada yada yada. Please note the successful test does not guarantee a permanent stable connection quality, as it depends on your internet service provider. A Nintendo account service, blah, 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 blah. Anything else in here that I need to know? Okay, if I hit proceed to purchase, do I get more details in there? Okay. I'm going to back out so that we don't see all of my credit card information if I decide to purchase it. So let's take a quick pause here. My thoughts on it before we jump in and move forward. This is a really interesting strategy for Nintendo. Google Stadia is in the space of streaming technology, and people are like, oh, do I jump into that? They haven't had necessarily a full library. Connection issues have been an issue. All of that. Luna has recently announced theirs, and they have a subscription-based model as well. We know that Game Pass exists, right? And there's a subscription-based model. Is this Nintendo's strategy, right? So you can have your handheld console, you can have a console, let's think about this, that exists as a home console, i.e. docked, exists as a handheld console, i.e. on the go, and acts as a cloud-based service, a cloud-based gaming service. That's what's interesting here. Is Nintendo revealing to us what their 2021, 2022, and beyond strategy could be for their infrastructure and what they're doing? Is this how Nintendo competes with the next-gen gaming consoles, is to offer more robust cloud service? This could just be their testing. Like, are people interested in this? What is the purchase rate going to be? Any of this. Now, of course, you don't really own the game. Right? If I purchase it, which in full transparency I intend to, but I'm not going to do it right in front of you because you don't need my credit card information. If indeed that proceeds, like, you don't own it. Again, you don't own the game. But it's like Netflix. But it's also kind of like Game Pass. I don't really own the game. If I stop paying for Game Pass, I don't get it. Now, the argument could be, yeah, but Game Pass is like $15 a month, and I get a ton of games. You're paying $55 and you get one game. But could we see Nintendo pivot into a cloud-based subscription model? And this is them testing the waters to see whether there's an interest in what that monetization model could look like. Is the next Nintendo Switch Pro have a stronger maybe Wi-Fi connection, maybe 5G that we know is a big thing in the US? There are interesting places that this model could be going into. I think this is really, really fascinating. And again, if you're an individual who's in an area with a strong strong internet connection, whether hardline or Wi-Fi, then I think it works really well. The other interesting part about it is that if you purchase control access, yeah, I don't have it on a. What it means is that I don't own it. If I'm at a hotel, the Wi-Fi is probably shoddy there. I can't access it. 100%. That totally makes sense. But the other part of it is now, you're probably only downloading the application, the launcher, right? You're not downloading the game, so you're actually saving up data space as well. The launcher was 75 megabits. This is a very interesting place, and the fact that they got Control, which was like 2019, one of the Game of the Years, huge publicity around it, and the Ultimate Edition, I believe it is the Unlimited, Ultimate Edition. That includes all the DLC, that includes all of those components. I think this is a fascinating place for Nintendo to move into from a business perspective. I think this is really, really interesting. I am going to proceed. I am going to purchase it, and we're going to move on from there. This is a fascinating move from Nintendo. Is this what their 2020 plans reveal? Is this how they're going to stay connected with next gen? Imagine if in 2021 Nintendo says, "Welcome to Nintendo Gaming Cloud." Right? And they say, FYI, It's a subscription model. It's $20, and welcome these incredible games to our platform for a subscription model. That's like the fact that they have this statement down here. Special offers may be offered again in the future. What if this becomes part of the Nintendo subscription? You pay an extra $10 a year or $20 a year, and you're now in the cloud gaming. Welcome in. Assassin's Creed, right? We know they've tested this out in the past with Ubisoft through Assassin's Creed. Welcome in Valhalla. Oh, by the way, they did test it with Resident Evil. Capcom comes in. Oh, and by the way, could you get in games like Marvel's Avengers? Could you get something like Cyberpunk? This is a fascinating play for Nintendo. This is, I think, the thing that people are kind of missing a little bit out on this Nintendo Direct announcement. I think this is very cool. This could be laying out their 2020 plans, or I could be a complete idiot. I'm paying $55 for a game that I don't actually own, but it's in the cloud. But here's the reality. All those games for Nintendo Switch Online, I don't actually own those games either. Those require a payment. This is a one-time payment. This is a really interesting play from Nintendo. Folks, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? I'm impressed with Control Access. I am going to pick it up. Let's go. This could be the future of Nintendo, the future of gaming. This is fascinating and interesting from a business perspective and from a person who only owns one console. I don't own an Xbox. I don't own a PlayStation. Are they competing against Google Stadia? Are they competing against Luna? Are they competing against the rumored idea that Xbox might have a streaming stick in the future? I don't know. But this is crazy, and I'm on board. I am for this. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment below. What do you think? Let's chat about it. Let's have a conversation. I am fascinated by this. Thanks for subscribing to Nintendo Dads. Now I need to actually pick this game up. Take care. Bye-bye.